So Concha Calleja is back. She's done a full 40-minute interview to discuss several royal topics, and one of them is in regards to Kate Middleton returning. What she says about Kate is very interesting, to say the least. Hey guys, it's Monarchy. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back at again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button, guys. It is daily and consistent content. Please do subscribe. It is 3 a.m. in the morning, 3:40 a.m. in the morning. Just came back from a football match. I was the man of the match. Scored 3 beautiful goals. And shout out to those who've become members. I've just activated that on my channel. You can join if you want to be a super member or whatever. And thank you for those who have joined. Quite a few of you in abundance that I did not expect. And I haven't even properly told you guys that I've got this now membership part of the site of my YouTube channel. So thank you for those who have joined. Head over to my Instagram at Murad_Morali and let's get into this. So Concha Calleja has done an interview. It is completely in Spanish, but you can try to translate it. I did, and I got all the cliff notes that you guys don't have to watch the 40-minute video if you guys don't want to. I will link the video in the bio below so that you guys can watch that interview that Concha Calleja speaks on. Now, she says, in layman terms, Kensington Palace have coerced many journalists and that there was no need for her to do the several things in the past. Which I believe, in regards to the farm shop video, the fake Mother's Day photo, taking the blame, and etc. She says what the Buckingham Palace and Buckingham Palace royal family, Kensington Palace have all achieved is that nobody believes them anymore, and that it was completely, pointless. And that's what CNN said, that they are no longer a trustable source, which is why everything that they release now, we question everything by default. She says that the symbolism of the clothing was very calculated, and that it was, in regards to wearing white, it represents purity and innocence and fragility, and that it was via Natasha Archer, who not only is just a stylist, but she's been promoted to be a personal executive assistant, and has able to cover many things. She also states that the makeup that Kate Middleton was wearing was covering up many things. Don't know what that means. Can allude to many stuff. Concha Calleja said that Kate Middleton looked very sad, that things were going on, that she had dark circles under her eyes, has been very ill, very sick, that there's sadness, and that she is, courageous. She also goes on to King Charles's lip reading when he was entering on his carriage, and what he was saying was, oh my God, why am I crying? And the most likely reason for why he was doing this and being highly emotional was because due to his illness. And other articles have reported on his lip reading, and that is what he was saying in regards to reports. She goes on to discuss the relationship between Kate and William and how it's not in a good state. Only one picture on the balcony of Kate smiling at William. She is very aware and attentive to her surroundings, much like her daughter Charlotte, and that she actually has spent a lot of time alone, and she only shows complicity with her children, not with William, and that William and Kate are having bad issues. Now, this is a good angle to look at this because the picture of her smiling at William definitely looked forced and presentable to me. Why? To add to that point, there actually isn't multiple angles and pictures of Kate smiling at William. It really is just one. How are there hundreds of photographers, crowds and etc., but yet there's not multiple pictures of Kate with William in a jubilant way, looking happy, peaceful? There's none of that. It's only one which was given very much forced because she is attentive of the crowds and the photographs and etc. Concha also defends Meghan Markle in regards to her jam products being released an hour or two before Kate's comeback. I don't even know why this is a conversation, to be honest with you. And that she states that Meghan is not responsible, the intentions were not bad, and the UK frown upon whatever Meghan and Harry do, And I absolutely agree. They frown continuously, hate them completely, especially Meghan, think that Meghan is a bad person who turned Harry against everybody else when we've got a paedophile in the family. She also states that, and re-echoes the sentiments that there were emergency meetings 3 weeks ago to talk about Kate Middleton, to talk about the recent appearance, because it was not planned for her to return at Trimming of Colours. And instead, it was planned for her to return early 2025 after finally finishing treatments, and that there was a sudden emergency meeting. She also somewhat relates this to Prince William meeting with MI6, and that this was somewhat related to Kate's reappearance and etc. Could be. Don't know what that meeting with MI6 was about. Very odd, very suspicious, very weird, but perhaps it was in regards to this. She states that Kate Middleton is not very well at all and very sick, and that Kate was forced to reappear to save the monarchy, and that, you know, the monarchy has a dying popularity, and also echoes Kate's sentiments that this is not an official comeback for Kate Middleton at all, which would make sense because Kate was not at the pantomime event today, whatever the hell that was, and that she won't be at a few more, but that she probably will be at Wimbledon, in my opinion, because Wimbledon is her favourite place to be. Now, Concha might have lost some credibility for a lot of people because she was the one who broke the news that Kate Middleton went into a medically induced coma. Buckingham Palace came out the next day to deny it. Now, that could have still happened. We don't know. Back in February, March, when she was in hospital, wherever she was being treated, she could have fallen into a medically induced coma to perhaps heal better, or maybe for a day or two. You know, she didn't say that Kate fell into a coma and was trapped or etc. She said that the doctors placed her into a medically induced coma. That could have still happened, guys. We don't know that. But of course, some people are upset with Concha. They feel like, you know, where are your sources? Are people lying to you, trying to get messages out, you know, through you and etc. Concha has been quite accurate outside of Kate Middleton and other royal sources. If you know about her and what she talks about, she actually has been quite accurate. So she does have a good track record in that instance, but I can see why people think this way. I'm glad that she stood up for Meghan and Harry. Didn't expect that. She also talks about King Charles being very, you know, ill, and the fact that he's not doing well and highly emotional. And it's interesting that Kate was forced to reappear, that it was very last minute, that this is what the emergency meetings were about. Concha did mention that Kate would briefly appear at the troopings like 2 weeks before the UK press was signaling that she was going to do this. Concha definitely said this before. So therefore, I still vouch for her and what she says, and I feel like she definitely does have credibility because she definitely made that point. When Concha made that point, I thought, ain't no way Concha's right. Ain't no way Kate's coming back for Trooping of the Colours, but she did for a quick reappearance. But this is very important news that, you know, it's not a comeback for Kate. For us, it looks like it is, but it's not. She just came back to do XYZ. She really prioritizes the conversation on William and Kate's marriage, and that it's in a complete demise, not doing well. That, you know, even in the car, she was very much alone, looking out the window, looking quite solemn, only there with the children, only happy when with the children, and really much that is it. She wasn't really seen speaking with Camilla. She wasn't seen speaking with Prince Edward's wife. At all. Really, you know, there wasn't much conversation, only speaking and having conversations with King Charles because she has a good relationship with that man for now, and that he tries to keep out of their way, I would imagine. But I do believe that from this whole her returning, it was very solemn and sad. I don't believe that she's faking cancer. I know that some people are now beginning to believe this, and that it was more so for cosmetic procedures and reasons. I personally, like I've been saying from the beginning, I don't think that she was dead. I do not think that she's faking cancer or faking some kind of illness to take 6 months off. I personally don't think that. If you guys believe that, some of you believe that, which I've seen comments, you guys are allowed to believe whatever you wish to believe. This is a public forum. We can agree and disagree on my channel. Absolutely fine. Some people have always said, oh, you know, Mara, you're deleting comments. I do not delete anything. Okay. There are perhaps vulgar words used in your comments, and maybe YouTube, you know, deletes them in regards to their guideline. They have, you know, AI systems involved that can delete and remove stuff. I don't do any of that. I just want to remind you guys that. But I think that her discussion here is very important. I think it adds value to the current circumstance of what Kate is in. I don't think Concha has said anything outlandish about Kate throughout since her reporting from February, March. Like, I honestly don't think that she has. And she has said that, you know, Kate is very ill, very sick, and that her relationship is in a very bad state, which only makes William look bad in my opinion, because if your wife is this ill, why are you even in a bad state in your relationship? Surely illnesses should pull people together, but every marriage is different, so I feel like my comments don't weigh that much, to be honest with you, because every marriage is different, and also I'm not married, so I don't know about the gravitational pull up and down and how volatile a marriage can really be. So make of this what you will. Do subscribe to the channel, click that button for daily and consistent content, comment down below, and I'm going to expand tomorrow or later today on the idea and the notion that Kate was forced to be there. I want to expand on that because that means something is being tugged for her to do things that she may not want to do, which means that we could be seeing a slippery slope from here onwards, in my opinion, because she wasn't anywhere there today at this, you know, parade, which means that she's not officially back in any capacity. And, you know, she states her treatment again is until 2025. Subscribe, comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Free Palestine all day, every day with my absolute chest. 50,000 people have been killed, over 20,000 young innocent children it's a genocide against children. It is disgusting. Let me know your thoughts are on what Concha has said. I have said before, but I will link the video in the bio below so that you guys can get into it and watch it for yourselves. If you guys speak Spanish, understand it, or can translate the captions into English to watch it for yourself. She does speak about other royal related situations as well. But I want to know what your comments are. Please sound off below. Whenever I talk about the royals, you lot sound off and you go deep in your theories and conversations, and I'm here for it because I feel like, you know, we can get into the gist of things. So do subscribe, head over to my Instagram at Murad_Murali, and if you want to be a member, I would appreciate it for the super loyalty, for the fresh content I give to you guys every single day, and I will catch you guys soon for another video. I feel like in this video I was speaking very slowly, taking deep breaths, chilled, relaxed, and I'm gonna try and maintain that, but sometimes I just start speaking so fast, guys. It's a London thing, I apologize. But get into this fit though, guys. Get into this fit. Get into this fit. Like, wow.